Let me ask you about Liz Truss, though. Of course, she's welcoming world leaders from almost everywhere. So let's talk about the almost, because not everyone was invited to attend the ceremony. And also, is she going to use the opportunity that they're all in London for some political meetings? Britain is in a state of quite a bad financial crisis, especially with Gazprom limiting very much the supply of gas into the United Kingdom. Utility bills are mounting in the UK. Is Liz Truss going to use it for political meetings, and has she already?
I believe she has met a number of political leaders already. Of course, she's going to New York for the United Nations General Assembly later this week and is also making further meetings there. And interestingly, the people not invited, Russia was not invited, and they're a bit annoyed because, look, China's been invited. MBS, the controversial Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, is in London. And only about 5 countries were not invited, the most prominent of which is Russia. Certainly this puts Britain a little bit on the map. I mean, it is, millions or maybe hundreds of millions of people around the world are watching this live, and it puts her on the map. But as you point out, once the royal ceremonies are over, Britain is in some economic crisis, and they need as much, they need trade deals after Brexit with major economies like India and United States and so on. So I'm sure that Liz Truss, of course, she's paying respect to the Queen, but she'll also be utilising this for political, trying to solidify political gains with allies and economic gains.
However, she won't be meeting Joe Biden, although he's there. They will be waiting for the United Nations General Assembly that starts tomorrow. Quite proper, I would say.
Yes,
not to
this is
utilize the funeral for meeting.
This is not a negotiating time, but it's maybe a get-to-know-you introductory time to meet world leaders.
Mm-hmm. Now, you mentioned a few countries that were not invited. You said 5. Russia is the first one.
I believe Belarus, Syria, Afghanistan, which is obviously run by the Taliban now.
Many leaders,
and I believe Burma, Myanmar, where there's been a very controversial junta now running that country. But as I said, other dictatorships such as China and some of the Arab countries have been invited. So it's like double standard there.